Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Virtue's Last Award. We're really powering through now as we're starting to unlock certain gates. Where we last left off, I decided to jump to a gate where we had gone below 0, and we had to figure out how to save ourselves. But since we learned our arms were cybernetic, we now have a potential way of saving ourselves. Suddenly, all eyes were on me. Felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. Took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sorpearl. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, so this is stuff that we've seen. Because Dio is trying to escape.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
I hand it to you. What the hell is that? I have cybernetic arms? It's both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms are artificial. Titanium alum bones were with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin, but I have no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. And that was a flash of Luna I'd seen. I was certain it never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, might be useful. Called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help. Do you think Dio will? He's the only one who gets out of here. There's no hope of the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. Yeah.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get out going already. But just DK. Zio turned to look at me. I crouched, then calling on every last bit of strength my weary body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankles before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
That shot with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, twisting my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As I recall, I didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot!
Dio began to pull himself along his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was heading straight for the door. but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Alright. See you later, Dio. And and my arm's gonna get cut. Oh no.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
In choice of words, which confirms my idea that our character's older than we think. No, I'm going to live. Ooh, that is... Ooh. Lost my hand, but...
The number not this end. Thank you. As the escape, please.
Yeah, obviously we heard this speech before. Now to his voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired. So very, very tired. I felt my eyes fluttered close, and then nothing.
Sigma! Sigma! Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not bed, which meant infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Yes?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room. That
Why?
bastard Kay, he punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. After he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP to up to 9.
Yes.
So where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio. You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
Looked down at my left hand, or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, it was a stub wrapped in my gauze. Told myself I'd do anything to get to the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling I might come to miss my hands. Oh, yeah, how's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark, man, I'm glad to see you're alright. Or I'm glad you're alright. Feeling any better?
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
Quark's the only one that calls us Mr. He calls no one else Mr. or Miss, which is another interesting choice. It seems they shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone now knew how I made a deal with Dio and about the journal we found with Lan in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah, Phi and I had already gone over it, but explain what I noticed. 1. If you were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designated to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if he had been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Dio had put us in the Nulnery Games. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, They grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet. You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie. No,
Made it up?
my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense. Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened.
It's very true.
He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Right. I looked around and did a quick inventory. Mostly women, an old guy and a kid. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was young. Well, I don't think you're as young as you think, Sigma. Your population, huh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there weren't any reason to escape. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling in with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions.
Still a decent flow left.
In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
In the 7 of us? 8?
You're including the old
right,
woman?
the old woman.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. Never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. I was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there, even if she was dead. No, especially because she was dead, I didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, fight suddenly stopped. She pulled something down from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. Card?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Oh, it looks like her name is Kurashiki, which I'm just gonna... Just writing this down because I don't know if that's important. Yoshiki. Ever heard of it before?
You?
No? Anything on the back? A pass. Okay, so his one's name equals Junpei doll. Oh, there's something written here. It says Junpei doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
That doesn't
Beats me.
Looks handwritten, so she must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it. We were still looking at the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice! What's wrong? Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
She's infected. Fine turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
Ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. This point, it's very familiar. There stood Alice, her hand tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was a motionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before he went insane. But that meant...
Goodbye!
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel high in the air and then diving it toward her heart. And equal and opposite reaction. That is honestly very interesting. So, we're slowly filling out this list, which is quite interesting. Probably been saying that a lot. Okay, so I might... if I have the information for this yet, because I have Jumpy doll, I have the GTF DML 016, but not 100% sure I have that. Obviously, I don't know how Phi and K can be saved quite yet. Still don't know where the number 0 bomb is, so I'm gonna wait before continuing on that route. So it looks like we're going to actually have the one last escape room where we're going to choose Betray.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, you will decision now to ally or betray.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Same thing that we see 100 times before.
Round 1 of the
Fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Temioji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
Chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said
Hey,
I should say...
I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
Is a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo! What's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're up there.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Fine. Let's get ready to rock! Amber Deck! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Every pair chose betray. Forgot about that.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
It's been a while since we heard Zero's voice. Or Zero Jr.'s voice.
I got betrayed?
He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was I didn't know what I said earlier. Either the words just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two.
Sure, yeah.
And this is what I got.
I'm pretty sure you chose betray last time.
I apologize.
You don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, Fi?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. Spun around. Hi, what? But she was gone too. Yeah, what the hell? How did she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover and Kai and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen superstitiously.
Why did you do it? Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why? Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to
No, it doesn't make sense to choose betray. It always makes sense to choose ally.
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she was crying, but I couldn't see her face. LSD and Quark, however, seemed to be having some sort of issue on their own.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks and stomped off in different directions.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What?
And this is all familiar things. Wee, fast forwarding skip. Yada yada yada. The flashback, which we've already seen a handful of times before. Let's go to the crew quarters. And then they talk about random stuff. Now let's go to the infirmary.
Sigma, what do you want?
What do you want? What do you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Oh, man, are you
What
so
the hell
pissed?
do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was
Yes,
sorry.
and that makes it all better. you goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then, just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have to pick a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Fine. Grabbed my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. This is straight.
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the old lady who's murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that just made it clear that it has no problem killing them.
Just trying to survive, huh? Then
Yeah.
don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her.
I mean,
Who else could it be?
you're not wrong there, but there's also the Radical Six. Zero's one of us. Then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady? You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark will grab together?
Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't. Quark's got nothing to do with this.
It's got something to do with you, then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, then tell me this then. When and where did Senior abduct you?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. That's Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it! Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Oh, you're getting more suspicious by the... Started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. Found him as I rounded the divider, but... He was just standing there with a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Temioji. He looked back confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand. My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
You sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
Glanced at the bed at the back of the room. And lay the body of the old woman. What? Temioji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't just let Quark be back here.
Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway, you're really sure you're okay?
yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep. Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
Yeah, I'll go check up on the others then. Temioji, keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
Grinned and turned toward the exit. Where to go next? There was only one place I had to visit. The lounge. change. This is all very familiar stuff. Words were barely out of my mouth when I remembered. Quark, no, he's just been tired, right?
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
We were staring at one another, unsure what to say next one. Ryuji? What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
I'm right here.
Thank God. You're a doctor, right?
Yes. Well, sort of, I mean.
You have to come with me. Quark, something's wrong with him.
Hey, calm down. Just tell us what happened to him.
He just collapsed.
Again!
Just hurry. We have to go to the infirmary. Please. He needs your help. You have to save Quark.
So, quick glance made away around the room and then we ran off to the infirmary. The whole process only took a few minutes. Machine scanned Quark's body and within seconds his results were lifted off on the screen. Here's stuff. Quark is infected by Radical 6 and we have to stop him from literally trying to hurt himself. And have to make our way through the doors. Are you gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about
you
that?
hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you, or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you justified.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in K's arm.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyuchi. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that.
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
You trust
Clover.
them?
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with, then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time? If Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! See, this is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
So there's only one option that we can go with this route. Which, checking out, looks like we'll have to go with the green door.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C, then?
Unrejected, I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there is an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I choose allies, of course, but it would be good not to have to worry about choosing betray.
All right. 6-2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
They handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared at him. I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain until chromatic.
Okay, hurry, Clover, the door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. Got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tamuji and took off to the door. The feet stopped against the metal as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Huh? This is a dead end.
There are 3 doors here. But it looks like they're all locked.
What's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Yeah. I can take Quark then.
You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little paranoid.
Then you do it!
Fine. I shifted Quark over to one shot and flipped the switch with my free hand. Treatment center. No needles, everything's fine.
For now, only one of the doors opened.
You see the plaque on the door that before it opened? I think it said something like treatment
Do
center.
you think that's some kind of medical thing?
Probably. First infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? I glanced over at Quark asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
What do you mean?
Well, if this is where if they treat people, maybe they got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head on in then.
Okay.
What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah!
Damn, no good, it's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock the store. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I Quark down just outside the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there's no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. Ruffled his hair gently, then turned to head back into the room. I had some investigation to do. The way out. With that, I'm going to save it here. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path wherever it may lead you into the future. Goodbye, everybody.